We will discuss today about pancreatic cancer and the neutrophins. So, what are the neutrophins? Neutrophins are the family of the proteins that are involved in survival, development, and function of the neurons. And in the pancreatic cancer, what happens is that uh, cancer cells surrounds the neuron in most of the cases. So we will understand what are the signaling pathway that get activated and what happens actually in this condition, that is pancreatic ductal adenocarcinoma. So the phenomena or the process of surrounding the neurons with the cancer cell is known as PNI or perineural invasion. So what happens in that case is that uh, there is a signaling pathway that triggers the cancer cells to move and the neuron to move close to each other. Some of the signaling pathways mentioned here, such as the interaction of SEMA3D with PLX-ND1. This will trigger the the movement of neuron and cancer cells. Uh, this will trigger in such a way that the distance between neuron and this cancer cell get reduced. Another important thing that get activated is that when the GDNF interact with RET. So what happens because of this, that the signaling pathway gets activated. This is known as uh, CARS signaling pathway. So because of this, what happens is that finally there is upregulation of the MMP, that is matrix metalloprotease, and this will trigger this pro MMP or activated MMP, which plays a important role in the cancer microenvironment, or we can say the microenvironment near the cancerous cells. Simultaneously, what happens is that uh, this interaction of GDNF and RET will triggers this stress fiber formation or cell polarization. So this will also helps the cancerous cells in the metastasis. So this is one of the approach that researchers are looking in order to find out this pancreatic cancer during the early stage. As people have seen that uh, people have seen that, or you can say researchers have find out that this could be the initial stage of the pancreatic cancer, that is neuron is surrounded by the cancerous cells. Neuron are basically we can say are the fiber uh, that goes around parallel to the blood vessels, and this neuron helps in the interaction or transfer of message between different tissues. So by disturbing this neuron during the initial phase could could be uh, or could be the most probable uh, possibility for the initiation of this pancreatic cancer. So that is the reason people are now looking forward to find out uh, in depth about this interaction of this neuron and the cancerous cells, and how they can detect this pancreatic cancer during the early stage. As we know that at present uh, most of the pancreatic cancers are detected in the last stage, and because of that people are not able to live beyond a year in most of the cases, and in some cases they can live at a maximum up to 5 years. So um, this approach could lead to better possibilities to treat the cancerous cells. and uh, make the life of the people who are suffer with pancreatic cancer much more easier, as when the cancer is detected at the early stage, they will not have to go through the sufferings that most of the patients right now going through who that have this pancreatic cancer. If you need to understand this the signaling pathway detail, you can go through the reference that has been provided in the description. That's all for this video. Thank you for your time.